Electro and Banno Movie Power Hour. You know what? Where's Hawk at? Listener discretion advised. Pansy.
You're fucking doing Titanic right now.
Welcome back to the Electro and Banno Movie Power Hour. I am Electro. We got Banno here by my side as always.
What's up?
Getting a blowjob apparently. That's a
Keep
blowjob.
Chewbacca getting a blowjob.
Keep recording.
Don't stop now. Anyways, we also got Oz here.
Yo.
Our trusty and lively producer. Very excited to be here. He is, as always. And again, so we are starting our October Fest, Halloween
the spooktacular.
Fest. The spooktacular.
There we go. Yeah,
There we
Oktoberfest is for alcohol consumption.
go. What do you think we're doing, buddy? Except for you.
I'm sober, dog.
I got
Above the influence.
weed, I got whiskey.
We're
drank
cross-faded.
beer.
2 out of 3 of us are cross-faded. So yeah, we're gonna kick off our Halloween series with the Evil Dead.
Original Evil Dead.
Yes, 1981.
Evil.
1981. We kind of spoke about this a little bit in our pre-Halloween episode.
The Hallows Eve
The
episode.
All Hallows Eve special. I'm sure you guys all enjoyed that. That's also, again, we should do the whole follow us on the Instagrams and the Twitters.
Yep.
Spotify, Apple
Spotify.
Podcasts.
Yeah, we're on all of those major.
Follow us, like,
Pandora.
rate.
Mm.
Give us 5 out of 5, of course. That's the quality we're giving out. So
Like and subscribe. Tag a
Yeah.
friend.
tell your friends that like movies. Anyways, so whatever. Yeah, we're starting with the Evil Dead. We spoke about this a little bit beforehand, and I talked about how, like, when I was a little kid, this movie got introduced to me because one of my older sisters was dating some guy that just brought this movie into our lives. And then the
And now
Evil
she
Dead.
married him, and they've been together forever.
No, it's not how it went down.
At all.
No, but that's how that movie came into our lives, and I remember always having a steady fear and respect for this film, like long before I watched it, just from the VHS cover. Just seeing the woman getting grabbed by the neck, being pulled underground, I was like, "Oh fuck! Like that ain't nothing to fuck with right here." I always feared it.
Some scary shit.
What about you, Bono?
I mean, of course, we just watched it not too long ago. It had been a pretty long time. I mean, the movie's hella old too.
81.
81. That's come on. That wasn't even a fucking thought.
No.
But
Neither
it's
was I.
fucking good, man. And dude, the trailer for go on YouTube and look at the original Evil Dead fucking trailer. That shit is fan-fucking-tastic. It's really good. And then, you know what? Spoilers, but that cover shot of that movie isn't even in the film.
No, it's not.
Isn't
I
even on there.
mean, you can argue.
So her arm sticks out, maybe.
Is that a nipple in the fucking?
No, it's dirt. It's dirt.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how to
There's
zoom
no
in
nip.
on my shit.
Okay.
The most ferociously original horror film of the year, Stephen King.
Yeah, so that was key to this film's
Holy shit.
success. Stephen King basically gave it like his endorsement. Because this movie was made by Sam Raimi and like his buddies, like fresh out of college. You know how old Sam Raimi was when he directed this movie?
21, technically. 20?
He was 20 years of
Okay,
age.
20.
Like, yeah. It's like so low budget. The budget of this movie.
Well, I like how he did it, where he went out and like, all right, I'm gonna get as much like $1,000 or whatever money I can get, shoot something, and then go out and tell people like, "Hey, give me money.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do something better."
Exactly. Yeah, they were drawing up contracts and signing people up with like they just had like a distribution fucking deal. They were like, "Look, we're giving you contracts, letting you know that people are willing to distribute this shit. You know, so like you're gonna get money. We just need to make it and stuff."
Right.
And it was like, when you look into the making of this movie, it's like sounds hellish. They were like filming in this cabin out in the middle of nowhere. It was like super cold. There was no fucking plumbing, so none of them could shower. You know, 13 of the crew members actually had to sleep in the fucking cabin because that's the only place that they could sleep. Multiple people sleeping in multiple
Do you know what
rooms.
site where they shot this? What location?
It was somewhere in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like to say the location because I guess it burned down like a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
many years ago.
Many moons.
Yeah,
ago.
many moons have passed, and it burned down, and all that's left is the chimney. And I guess they just don't like saying where it is because people are just going and like taking parts
Something.
of
Yeah,
it or
yeah.
whatever.
Going, taking pics,
So-
fucking up the area.
Mm-hmm.
That's so. I got this doorknob from the fucking.
But as-
I mean, that'd be pretty awesome, bro.
Fucking
Just
sick.
like,
I'll go
yeah.
rob that place.
Straight up.
But maybe I won't. You know why? Because I've seen this movie.
I
And
know
it's
what
like,
happens.
if you
I don't
like
want that juju.
when this movie's starting, like the road they go on, which is not even a road, they're just like driving on fucking leaves and shit. There's not even a clear path, so you can tell this shit's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Never would I do that, even if
No?
I hadn't seen this movie.
No cabin fun for you?
Not like that. Not like we just bought this cabin. We've never even been here before. I don't know, man.
Oz, you
It's
take a
risky.
trip, some cabin fun?
I used to do that a lot. Well, again, I
This is basically a home movie then. Shit.
Well, we're in California, and
Right.
I have family in Northern California, way Northern California by Oregon.
Okay. Like McKinleyville or
Like-
fucking Trinidad.
No, like in the Klamath Forest, Mount Shasta.
Deep
Okay.
in the mountains.
By Mount Shasta, but even farther because Mount Shasta's in a valley.
Right.
And yeah, so that's what it was. You know, these dirt roads or that may or may not be roads. You just have to be like, no, I'm
Yep.
pretty sure this is how
I
you
remember
drive
this
through
tree.
it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like this stream wasn't here before,
Yeah.
but I know I have to go through here. And yeah, so it makes kind of sense. We can be from going Northern California.
So Oz is unbothered.
I would do it. I would
He's
do it.
unbothered by this.
Okay.
He
The
likes-
cabin, the cabin at the end of the trip would really bother me. The trail itself, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. When we get to the cabin, I'm like, nope, going
But
right
if
back.
you're in a cabin, you're gonna stay in a cabin
You
in
kinda
the middle
have
of
to.
nowhere.
I think as soon as I would get there, I'd be like, nope,
Adios.
down.
Adios. So this
Like, you guys know that bridge is gonna fail, right? You've seen this movie before. Are you guys stupid?
So this movie was directed by Sam Raimi, of course. Do you know Sam Raimi's name? Does that mean anything to you,
No.
Ozzy? No.
Negatory.
Neither to you?
Nope.
Oh fuck! Why do I do a movie podcast?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Raimi.
I have no clue.
Oh, I was gonna say Ted Raimi. Something Ted Raimi makes sense, but Ted Raimi is like a sports announcer.
Mhm.
Well,
from, like,
actually,
San
his
Francisco.
brother's Ted Raimi, and he was. Well, let me get into Sam Raimi a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
shit.
let's see.
Wait, the Ted Raimi.
This is where you spit the
from
knowledge,
here?
bro. I'm giving you the fucking
There's a Ted
the
Raimi
layup.
involved. Let me
Is
tell
it
you.
I wonder if it's the sports guy that I'm thinking.
I doubt it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and look him up if you want. I doubt it. All right, so Sam Raimi, I guess he directed like a bunch of short films, and he came up with this idea while he was like in some like class learning about like ancient shit, and he heard the term "the Book of the Dead," and he was just like, that would make a cool movie, a movie called "The Book of the Dead."
Do you know where that comes from?
What? The Book of the Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hymenoptera, baby. Imhotep.
O'Connell.
H.P. Lovecraft, the guy that invented Cthulhu from
really?
fucking Underwater.
That's right.
That I was all excited about fucking
just
Cthulhu coming out.
Go back and listen to that Underwater episode, guys. It is a hitter.
Well, that guy H.P. Lovecraft, in several of his stories, he has the Book of the Dead. He calls it the Necronomicon,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what this is. Yeah, that's what this is based on.
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway, so the original title of the movie was called Book of the Dead. So it was just like Sam Raimi. I guess he was in film school or something. Very young. He knew Bruce Campbell and this writing partner, I guess, for the Evil Dead 2, which I guess had something to do with Evil Dead 1 as well, even though he's not credited, but his name's Scott Spiegel. So they were all just like buddies, and they were like, we need to fucking... They're just like getting money together, trying to make this movie. The reason they decided to make it a horror movie is also very interesting because I guess back when they were releasing it, which they're trying to get it out in 80, 81, from what they said is that back then, like filmmakers that they were making their first film or like nobody knew who they were, their movies were more than likely going to play in drive-ins rather than in movie theaters. Easier to get played in a drive-in if you're a first-time director. And the most common movie that got played in drive-ins was the horror movie. So they were basically like, the best way for us to get a movie out that is going to be released is to do a horror movie. Because that's just like, statistically... We're more than likely to be played in a drive-in if we're making a horror movie, and that's how it got going. And it's just like that's super interesting.
Okay.
To be like that's how they fucking went about making this movie.
Drive-ins must have been the shit in the 80s or something. I don't know. There's not too many here in Cali.
Well, not now. No, definitely.
There was
not.
one on Sanborn at that point. Here
you go.
locally. Oh, that means nothing to the listeners. I have no idea what that is.
Salinas, California. Look.
We used to have one. Yeah, it used to be a swap meet at some other.
Well,
There was
that's
a
great.
swap meet during the morning, and then in the evening it was a drive-in.
Driving.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
It's now Martin Luther King Academy.
Nice.
That's great. Look for that episode in the Salinas Underground podcast, History of Salinas. So yeah, Sam Raimi. So he's most famous for directing the Evil Dead movies. He directed a movie called Darkman, 1990. You've heard of this movie?
I don't think so.
It's with my boy Liam Neeson's, and he plays like a guy that got like burned to death, and then he comes back, and it's kind of like The Crow or something, you know, but with Liam Neeson, so you know it's fully elevated.
Okay.
After that, I'm not going but by his filmography, like movie by movie, but the ones I know. After that, in 95, he directed, I don't know if you know, he directed this movie, Bono. He directed The Quick and the Dead.
Ooh. No, I did not know that.
That's a fucking Bono favorite, a
Yeah,
hitter.
man. Got fucking Leo there, dude. Young.
It's one of the first Leo deaths. Spoilers!
Yeah, sorry, guys. He
On
dies.
film. One of the first Leo deaths.
Well, maybe one of the first cries, because he fucking goes for it in that movie, too.
And guess who kills him?
Ooh.
Gene Hackman, dude. Lex Luthor himself.
Fuck.
Fucking handled him.
I mean, shit, Leo.
Yeah. After that, actually, he directed this movie called A Simple Plan in 1998 that I watched like on Cinemax or something when I was like fucking 12 or some shit. I didn't even know he directed it, but it starts with my fucking boy Billy Paxton, of course, right? The actor of actors. Billy Bob Thornton, okay? And I don't know, some other people. But it's a great story about how like a plane crashes in like the woods or something. And then Billy Paxton and his retarded brother, who's Billy Bob Thornton, he's playing a real Forrest Gump kind of sling blade dude, right? It's on the spectrum.
Here's Lanny.
Yeah, quite Lenny. And you know, Billy Bob fucking...
He goes in.
He sells it.
Yeah, he
in
goes
those performances.
Yeah.
They come across this plane that crashed, and I can't remember. It was like a mob plane or something, but everybody died, and there's just a fucking bag of fucking money.
All the loot.
Yeah, kind of like No Country for Old Men or something, you know. And I really liked that movie when I was a kid. I haven't watched it since then, but I remember just coming across it and being like, "This is a riveting movie about a dude that finds money." And then people come looking for that money, and he's trying to hide it. Great shit. Great movie. Hopefully maybe we'll do that someday.
Maybe one day.
And then that same year, he directed a movie called For Love of the Game with Kevin Costner, and it's a fucking romantic comedy about fucking baseball.
What?
So this guy'll do
got
it all.
range.
Yeah,
I've
never seen that one, but I remember like my sisters fucking loved it when it came out. They were like, Kevin K or
How
Kevin
many
C.
baseball movies did Costner do?
At least
4.
5.
Look that up. What's the numbers?
I would guess 5.
I wonder if there's.
There has to be.
Yeah, and then after that, he directed the 2000 classic The Gift with Katie Holmes' titties starring, you
He
know.
did 4.
And it has that great line in Harold and Kumar. Those aren't real.
Yes, they are.
The Gift. That was a pretty cool movie. I also haven't seen it in forever. As a Keanu Reeves fucking trying to southern accent. Hey, what? Whoa. You know?
Don't try to act.
Yeah. And then after that, after 2000, from 2002 to 2007, he directed Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. And if you watch those Spider-Man movies, I feel like you could see that it's the same guy that did Evil Dead. Like, they're cheesy, and there's a darkness to those movies. If you watch them, you're like,
no shit. Yeah, Uncle Ben dies and shit.
not only that, but like,
Hello, darkness.
like if you watch Spider-Man 2, when they're operating on Doc Ock and the arms just start fucking killing everybody, that's very similar to like the fucking trees attacking people in Evil Dead, and it's gruesome too. Like they're screaming for their lives. They're like their nails are dragging on the floor, and you're seeing like fucking nail marks, and fucking a tentacle just grabs somebody by the face.
Yeah,
and
I
just
like
starts
that one.
shaking
That
them and
one's
shit.
good.
It's like really like violent, some of that shit. So you see like where he kind of he also arguably made like the first like really good superhero movie. That first Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking groundbreaking.
He's also responsible for Tobey Maguire's
career.
No, his fucking dance scene, bro. Probably the most.
Oh yeah. We don't talk about Spider-Man 3 around here, but Spider-Man 1 and 2 are fucking amazing. Those are great fucking movies. Willem Dafoe is the Green Goblin.
Hell yeah, dude.
I really
got
love
Franco in there.
Little baby Frank. Kirsten Dunst. Redhead.
Yes,
Dude, rain scene.
Yes.
Rain scene. Those nips are on high alert.
Yep.
They know something's up. They know they have their own. They have like a nipple sense. You know, Spider-Man's got a spidey sense.
Yeah.
But she's had some kind of nipple sense, I feel. After that, he directed Drag Me to Hell. Did you ever watch Drag Me to Hell?
Might have. I don't think so.
Drag Me to Hell is very Evil Dead like fucking demons, and it's funny. I think it's funny, but a lot of people are like, "This movie's not funny. It's just scary." But I think it's really funny. Very Evil Dead like. And he also directed that Oz the Great and Powerful movie. Do you remember that shit?
Oz is right
Like
here.
that?
I remember it.
You remember it? It was the prequel to The Wizard of Oz with James Franco.
No, I didn't see that.
I thought it was like very mediocre.
Do well, right? I did not do well.
No, I was not a big fan. And he has signed up, and I don't know if it's still going to be in 2022 because of this whole Rona shit, but that's when it was supposed to come out. But he's going to direct the sequel to Doctor Strange called Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And it's supposed to be the first horror movie in the fucking Marvel fucking universe. Sam Raimi is the director. fucking multiverse with a bunch of fucking superheroes.
Just him? I mean, I'm sure they'll give him someone else too, right?
Oh, I'm sure. Multiverse? There's going to be
Yeah.
cameos from everyone. I'm sure of it.
Okay, good.
And fucking Sam Raimi, horror film, sign me up. I think that's a great fucking idea. But yeah, there you go. Sam Raimi, he's very fucking prominent in film and as a director. I was very surprised you didn't know who he was, Bono.
Mm-mm.
Jesus.
No.
Not Ozzy. I expect that from that fucking
Yeah.
bastard. But not you,
I'll
man.
give you the layup so you can, pretend to know what you're talking about. You got it.
You got it. All right. So, but anyway, talking about the Evil Dead, simple premise: 5 friends go to a cabin in the woods, and they find the Book of the Dead.
Mhm.
And the 1973 Oldsmobile Delta 88. I
Mhm.
guess that car has been in almost every Sam Raimi movie too. You gotta look out for it. The car from this
Oh
movie.
shit! So does Uncle Ben drive that?
It might be.
That's awesome.
It might
What
be.
the
They
hell?
steal the car and he gets murked. Spoilers. Sorry if you don't know the fucking Uncle Ben does.
Apparently the only movie up until at least 2009, because that's the commentary I was listening to about the movie.
Mm.
Up until 2009, the only movie that he had made that did not have that car was The Quick and the Dead, because it was in the West.
That makes sense.
And in that commentary, also very funny, it was back in 2009 when he was still about to make Spider-Man 4, but they took that shit away from him like last minute.
Smart move.
Because he already had a whole movie planned and it was about to be shot, and then Sony all of a sudden said, you know what, we're not letting you make it and we're going to reboot it.
Nice.
But at the time he was directing that commentary, he was just like, and it'll be in Spider-Man 4, motherfucker. Give a fuck. I'll put that shit in everything.
Well, spoke too soon, sir.
How dare you? Don't be disrespectful.
Sony was like, "What?
Oh, well, look,
Fuck that car. We hate that car."
They want.
It's true. You know what? They might have heard of that commentary because that commentary was actually recorded at the Sony lot.
Oh man.
So they probably heard that and they were like, you know what?
What?
We're done with this
Yeah.
fucking asshole.
Fuck this
like
dude.
fuck
The hubris is on
fuck
this man.
Plymouth, sir. They're dead.
Oldsmobile, dude.
Oh, sorry. Oldsmobile.
Come on. And apparently that's a car that's Sam Raimi's dad's car that he bought in 1973, and it's been in all his fucking movies.
Okay.
Pretty
Took
cool.
him.
Pretty cool.
He
Does
doesn't
his
have
dad get some
issues.
royalties for
Yeah.
that shit, or
Fucking, I don't know.
is
Dad
his dad
issues.
alive?
I have no idea, man. I didn't look into that
All these
part.
questions.
But the movie starts with that fucking car, the Oldsmobile, of course, and they're on their way to the cabin. You get a really young fucking Bruce Campbell, man. He has like a unibrow kind of going too. He's got like that fucking that Lloyd Christmas fucking haircut. He's got that bowl.
Lloyd.
you can't triple step and double step.
But he's got the chiseled looks.
A little
That dude's
bit.
fucking handsome.
Yeah, I can see it. He's more
Young.
handsome in part 2, if I may say so myself. He kind of grew more
Okay.
into his ruggedness.
Mhm.
He was still a young pup in Evil Dead. And by Evil Dead 2, he's just a smooth man, you know. But yeah, so it starts off with the car, and like, I don't know, the demon shit, and this starts happening before they get there.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, they're driving, and then all of a sudden, the car steering wheel jolts to the left into oncoming
It almost
traffic.
kills them.
Yeah, and they're like, "Holy shit!" And then he kind of starts talking shit about the car. He's, "Hey, your piece of shit car!
This fucking Oldsmobile.
I just tuned it up, man. I just tuned it up."
He was like, hey man.
It's like, nope.
You're like, what the fuck does a tune-up have to do with this shit just jolting to the left?
The shit steering column.
I just changed the oil. Like, bitch, what the fuck?
Why
has to
isn't
do
he
with the
driving his own
steering
fucking
wheel?
car?
Well, that's just some boss move shit right there. He was back there with the lady.
Oh, he's trying to
He
get.
was in the,
he's trying to get a beeger in the
Yeah,
back.
he's getting that
before.
fucking no tint handy, whatever.
Well, there was 2 girls back there with him
Oh,
too. He
come
was probably
on.
trying to
You
get
can't- you
a
can't
double
pass-
hand ski.
You can't pass that
You
up.
play with the balls. You fucking work the shaft.
Yeah.
Let's do it together.
Yeah.
Look out, man.
I have a friend
Jesus.
in the fucking driver's seat.
hmm
I-
He's gonna get us there
Mhm.
if the steering is okay.
But yeah, they're automatic. That's already like a hint of there's some, paranormal or some crazy type of shit. The car moves by itself. They're crossing a bridge, flimsy ass bridge. They almost even go down into this fucking river.
Oh yeah, the bridge like a fucking wheel fucking falls in. Dude,
And I like their solution. Instead of calling a tow truck or whatever, it's just like, let's just floor it.
Yeah, let's go.
then in there,
Yeah.
you'd be like, trip's over, right? Even if we get across, do you even trust crossing
I mean,
back?
you're already halfway there, and the car is rear wheel drive.
I guess we're gonna live in this cabin forever
Yeah,
now.
if you start reversing, your front tire is gonna get stuck there. And then, first of all, these cars are made out of pure fucking steel. So
American steel, baby.
how much did that car weigh? First of all, you're fucked. If you put it.
I was totally thinking that, like watching this movie, like super stoned, and I would be like, "How are they gonna get back? Like, would
Did
they
they
all get
take
out of?
any
Would they all get
provisions?
out of the car? Like for weight, that has to help a little bit. Take all the luggage out. Everybody lug their luggage across.
Yeah, like maybe like a small fraction of the weight. That car is all steel, sir. That shit's at least a 2-ton car. Fuck that.
All right then, man. I fucking. I was just trying to think how I would go about trying to cross that bridge on the way back.
Mm-mm.
No,
Not happening.
Anyway, so they get to the cabin, and right off the bat, there's a like ill-placed swing that's like right next to the house that just is slamming into it.
Right.
That's the worst place to put a fucking swing because it's just gonna be slamming into
Well,
your.
again, this cabin
If
isn't
you're
a
going
luxurious
forward.
fucking cabin, right? It's like some fucking hick style, hillbilly style cabin thing. One room for everyone.
Go
Type
on
shit.
ahead, put a swing out on that porch,
You
boy.
know?
Well, I mean, and you're not going to swing left to right most of the time.
That's not what I'm talking about. The wind is gonna knock it into your fucking house all the time.
Like, yeah, I'm definitely trying to help it out, but yeah, no, that definitely. Yeah, I'm trying to be nice to whoever built this house, but
No.
that was not ideal.
That thing's smacking
at
into your house all the
all.
time.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's doing that.
No, man.
And then you get a poltergeist in the mix, and
Yeah.
it's not
And
letting
then-
you sleep.
And then as soon as the guy grabs the keys,
yeah.
because of so these people have never even been to the cabin before. They bought it. They're gonna be there. They're like, I hope it's in good shape.
Right.
I hope it's livable.
Mm-hmm.
We got it for nothing. And they get there, they leave the fucking ring of creepy keys.
Yeah, the old school style big ring of key.
On top of like the door frame. And as soon as he grabs the keys, the fucking swing just stops swinging. You get out of there then and there, right? Is that not enough for you?
For sure. For sure.
If it's like in full swing, like bah, 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 and then you grab the keys and it stops, we're like, all right, boys, pack it up. We're done here.
They were unpacked already, bro.
Yeah, I'd be like, pack it up. This is a possessed cabin. Evil Dead. Evil Dead. No, thank you. And then once he gets into the cabin, you gotta give it to this movie, even though it's arguably very badly acted. It looks pretty cheap. There is scary, like suspenseful moments in this shit. And when he enters the cabin, he's just like standing there. The camera is just like going around the cabin slowly. It's very eerie, and you're just like, man.
Well, you know what? I think that the fact that it's really low budget and it's super gritty and raw adds a whole lot to it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's it's like the wide shots are kind of following the cars because the car is getting this wide shot as soon as it's driving up there. So you're already seeing like a first person view of something watching this car. You know, it's not a helicopter scene. It's not anything like that. Something's watching this car go there. So it's already kind of giving you this grittiness, this fucking, I don't know. It sets the fucking tone, and I think it really helps it out right off the fucking rip.
Yeah, and it also starts with those like shots that are just like in the woods, just like like really fast.
Yeah, go like
camera.
close to the ground.
There's something here.
Yeah, hovering.
Yeah,
Like drunkly.
Something's,
Kids is
something's
fuck.
lurking.
Yeah, and then so basically they all get settled, and then you see the character. What's her fucking name? Cheryl. She's in the bathroom. Is she in the bathroom fucking drawing a grandfather clock that's like in front of her? And as she's drawing the clock, all of a sudden her hand gets possessed and fucking,
Oh, right.
and like so it's like immediate as soon as they get there.
Yeah.
Like, arguably before, because the car starts going crazy.
True.
So the moment they get there, her hand gets possessed and she draws a picture of the Book of the Dead that they're about to fucking find.
Right.
And
Doesn't tell anybody.
no, what
No,
a bitch.
no.
And just like, well, that happened.
Well, I mean, would you tell someone?
pizza
Fucking
ready?
immediate Bono.
Really?
Do you think if my hand
kidding.
got possessed, I wouldn't come out and be like, Bono? Like,
Fuck yeah.
oh my god, dude.
Look what I just drew. I didn't mean to.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're
Is
like,
the pizza ready?
you're like, wow, I am an artist. You know, I was just being a little abstract. You know,
I guess it's
Just-
in me and
Yeah,
it's trying
exactly.
to come out.
Oh God, this cabin really unleashed to fucking.
My art.
This cabin is my muse.
Like, guys, I love this place.
We're never leaving. I hope the bridge breaks. Then after that, they have like dinner.
Then the bridge breaks.
It does.
It does, yeah.
So after that, they have a dinner. They're at a dinner. Ash is giving like a stupid fucking speech. By the way, his name is Ashley. And everyone's like, Ash is like the fucking most. His name's Ashley, guys. Let's take
It's
it.
a normal
down.
dude.
Tone it down a bit.
That's not a normal dude's name. Ashley? So's Brenda, huh? Brenda's a fucking dude's name. Right? What do you think? That makes as much sense to me as Ashley being a dude's
It's
name.
a unisex given name, sir.
Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever
It's
heard
like Alexis.
Ashley Cole, motherfucker.
Alexis makes sense. Ashley? No, I don't believe so. I'm not with you guys on this one.
I believe so.
Dweller near the ash tree meadow.
Oz is writing poetry
Courtney?
on the spot right now.
What the hell am I looking at?
I don't know.
There we
What
go.
are you searching
There
for?
was a fucking spike in 1980.
Well, look at
Though
that.
when
Yeah, what happened?
When Evil Dead came out, people were naming their kids Ash.
Oh shit! Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it peaked right there. Everybody was naming their kid Ash, and then it just
In the early 80s, and not
It's because of Gone in the Wind, dude. What's going on over here?
Anyway, his name's Ashley. So they're having dinner, and then
Right
all of a
there.
sudden,
main character.
yeah, pop culture. Yeah, Ashley Wilkes. Gone with the Wind. Is that a man or a woman?
Ashley Cole right here. These are all men's
How do you know that?
because it's
It's a footballer.
like a boy. You see the word boy next to Ashley?
I disagree with your hypothesis. Anyway, so they're having dinner, and then the attic I'm not the attic, the cellar.
The cellar, yeah.
The cellar just pops open,
Huh?
and then fucking they're all looking down there, and they're like, "What the fuck did that? What's down there?" And then one of the girls is like, "Maybe it's an animal." And then the blonde guy, Ed, he's just like, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard." He knows how to fucking put a woman in his place. Let me just. It's like, shut up. I'm going down there.
Animal.
Mm-hmm.
Wench.
And then that's also a super, like, a nice tense scene, too, because he goes down there and they're, like, all waiting for him. And there's a nice little shot of them all looking down into the cellar, and it's coming up from darkness and stuff. Pretty good stuff right there. And it's, like, tense, and they're like, you know, Scott, you know, and then he just won't fucking, he won't come in, he won't answer. So then Ashley, he's just like, well, I'm the man here. My name's Ashley. I will go down there and look for Scott. And then that whole scene's just creepy too, because he takes his time getting down there. It gets there. The camera like slowly goes through all of the basement.
And you know what? A lot of weird angles too. Like they're all offset, a little tilted to the left, to the right. He's going through a corridor. Really low light. So you can tell that they didn't just go hard on the lights to make sure they got the perfect shots. They were just like, fuck it, tilt the camera, looks spooky, shoot it.
By the way, this movie, I believe, from what I saw, the budget is $350,000.
That seems like a lot for the 80s, no?
I don't
For low budget, quote unquote. I mean, that's pretty fucking, it's up there.
Imagine they had to rent that cabin and shit.
The crew of people.
13 people had to sleep in that cabin.
And those are just the
you had to
people
pay
that
them
slept
every
there.
day.
Those are the people that slept there. Other people left to sleep elsewhere. But
Some people slept outside the cabin.
Some people died.
Damn. Even if you paid them $100 a day, that's $1,300 a day just for the people sleeping in the cabin. Holy fuck.
Also, Joel Coen of the Coen brothers, who directed fucking Big Lebowski, Fargo, fucking No Country for Old Men. He was he had kind of a little part in this too. He was like the editor of this movie and shit. So he was one of those, like, you know, this movie did have to have an editor and a sound guy. All these people are involved in making the fucking movie. So like, yeah, I could see like $350,000 when it comes to making a movie is not a lot of money.
No,
especially when you like, because this is a pretty competent, even though it's like you can clearly tell it was made very cheaply. Like it's pretty competent. The special effects and all the practical.
Well, that claymation wasn't cheap.
Yeah,
not in the 80s. Fuck no.
That's stop motion, son. That took them a year.
Fuck yeah, people died.
Yeah. But anyways,
what's the runtime on this movie too?
It's like an hour and 25 minutes.
125, yeah, shit. And okay, you know what? I think it helps it out too because it fucking gets going automatically, like super fucking fast. You don't have to deal with too much shitty acting or dialogue.
It's funny listening to Sam Raimi talk about how people were responding. Like, you know, at first he was just showing it to anybody who would watch it. And then, you know, they sold it to New Line Cinema. You know, they're the ones that bought it.
New Line Cinema presents.
And so he talks about, like, you know, the first time people were like watching it and shit, and people's reactions. And he says that his teacher from like film school, after he watched it, he went up to him and he was just like, "Did you learn nothing in my class?" Like, what the fuck was that? Right? So that immediately after he first screened the movie, he was just like, "Oh man, did I make something like awful?" Right. And then he also talks about how like some old lady in that same screening came out. He's like, I just had like that she wanted to talk to the director. Like, I want to talk to the director right now. And they were like, this old lady's just gonna fucking
drill him.
Yeah. And then she was just like, I just had like the worst day ever, and this movie was a blast. Good job, boys. And Sam Raimi was just like, and that horrified me more than my teacher telling me that fucking My movie was
I'm glad I
shitty.
could. Yeah, glad I could make you laugh, lady.
You
Hell
fucking
yeah.
old hag. Yeah, but anyway, so that's when they find the tape. You get the tape and the Book of the Dead. And I mean, immediately, man, if you find a book like that with it's like written really
No!
creepy writing.
You must not read from the book.
Exactly, little Cadbury coming at
Hey,
you
coming at you
guys.
quick.
But no, yeah, they like that's a no-go, right? And they're just like, oh yeah, bring that. Oh look, there's a tape recorder. Bring it with you.
Yeah, bring that.
Is that? Would you do that?
Curiosity would drive me to do that for
Random
sure.
cabin.
Yeah, play
You-
the
you have
tape,
that-
baby.
That state-of-the-art Panasonic player, you're gonna switch that bad boy on,
And
baby.
so when they start playing it, the professor kind of breaks it down, right? I found and in the first one, it's not called a Necromanicon or whatever it's called. It's called the
Necronomicon.
Naturan de Manto.
Oh fuck! The lights just
Oh,
turned off.
shit, shit, shit.
And
Yatue.
and then so the professor basically breaks it down. It's like this book wakes up fucking demons, gives them power, and basically after
You just gotta chop them up.
after that you gotta like dismember them. So if you want, now I'm gonna say the words that wakes them up, and then they're just like after you hear that first part, you'd be like, done, right?
Off.
Right? If that's what you're hearing, I'm Professor whatever. I found this in the great mountains of Mississippi. And in Mississippi, they said there's a devil and all this stuff. And here I go with my devil passage. You'd be like, done, right now? Or would
Right.
you go along with it?
Nah, I gotta listen, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have to. Curiosity's a motherfucker, bro.
There you go. Well, there you go.
Yeah, because I'd be like, this ain't real.
No.
Play it.
Bullshit.
Play it. Nobody's gonna stab my girlfriend in the Achilles tendon with it.
the number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
That you could take a star test. It's official number 2.
That shit just doesn't happen, man. That's just not real.
That's premium lead.
It's highly toxic.
Yeah, so whatever. There's a third wheel because Ash is with his bitch, and then Scott is with his bitch. Cheryl is the third wheel, and she's got the sweetest nose, this real fucking Jew nose that just calls my name, you know. Big Schnoz has always been the sweet spot for me. And then so she's just like, you know what, fuck this tape and fuck this house, like fuck all this, I'm going to sleep. And then so she's like in her room, like in her underwear,
Yeah, baby.
getting hot, and she hears a noise and she's like, huh? What was that?
What was that noise?
And then she goes outside. Not only does she go outside, she goes like half a mile into the woods. I don't know.
50 yards into
She's
the
like,
fucking...
who's out there? It keeps going more and more into the woods. Who's out there? It's like, dude, like animals and shit.
Yeah. Wilderness?
Yeah, man. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? And this is a case where you're just like, she was asking for it, okay? You're just gonna walk into the woods in your underwear,
Yeah.
screaming
Yeah.
at, like, I know you were there, blah blah blah.
Right.
Like, are you serious? If you knew that, what are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
Following it into the fucking woods in the middle of the night. Now, I don't say that she deserved what she got, but she shouldn't have been surprised by it, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, and this is the infamous scene from the movie. You
Yep.
know, the tree was just like, you know what? You come out here in that skimpy outfit.
You're gonna get the wood. You're gonna get some of that hard wood.
My branches
Gave her the wood, yeah.
are
Pretty
gonna...
much gave her the wood.
My branches are gonna, you know, slither their way to you. So yeah, the branches.
What was
like,
that explanation? I want, hey, prof. Hey, professor.
prof?
The The fuck is up with the rapey trees, man?
These trees are like really horny.
How old are these trees, man?
These trees do not ask for consent.
Like they didn't listen all the way. I think like if they kept listening, he'd be like, "Oh, by the way, the trees rape people."
Yeah, watch out.
And then it ended.
Watch out for the trees.
Yeah.
Follow your heart.
They're trying to fuck. And so
Such
yeah,
funny
so
time.
she gets tree raped, and then also this is a weak ass tree because honestly, the moment because at first he's like fucking with her, and she's like trying to cover
It's
her
a weak
titties.
ass tree.
She's trying to cover.
When
her
I
tit-
rape people.
Let me get to it. So she's trying to cover her titty, and the trees is like, nah, let me see your titty. And then you
Yep.
see a nice, it's a nice
You
titty.
get it. Yeah, you get it.
Nice little tit.
Okay.
Nice.
And then, so after that, he's just like, all right, I'm going in. And he goes in, but the moment he goes in, he's done. He's a one pump chump. You know, that's it. He's just like,
Weak.
weak,
Fucked in so long.
ancient.
Yeah.
It's
Been
an
a while.
ancient
It's
evil.
been a while.
So, yeah. So, as soon as he makes insertion, he's done. He lets go of her.
Possible because they don't
And you
show
know
it.
what? Yeah, she's making some facial expressions that, maybe she enjoyed it. I don't know.
There's no way to tell. But
I'm not taking the tree side on this one.
Nah,
There's no way to
I don't know.
tell, but Mother Nature
Yeah,
is
she was one.
cruel.
She was one with nature.
And that makes this a lesbian scene. No, we don't condone tree rape here. She wasn't asking for it. So anyway, so I'm telling you, the tree comes and all of a sudden it like loses all of its strength, so she can get away. It goes to sleep immediately. No cuddling.
Nothing.
It fucking comes and it's just like, don't touch me, bitch. Get up. Get off me, bitch.
Ah.
It's a joke, but that's exactly what happens.
Yes.
That's literally what happens.
And then she fucking runs the fucking half mile back
she
to the
does a
fucking cabin.
50-yard dash.
Did you know trees could do this?
Dude, she's barefoot. She walked into the fucking leafy ass tree, twigs everywhere,
Yeah.
rapey twigs, no fucking shoes. And now you gotta run back like that
Yep.
after having one tree pump put in you? No.
Mhm.
And then she takes like an hour to try to get the keys and try to get in. And it's another suspenseful moment. They're like, dude, this tree's going to get her again. It already recharged its battery.
The reload time is impressive.
Very impressive. But again, she was
The
like a half mile
refractory
from
time.
the house. So, the tree woke up.
That
It's
is a
like,
good
huh?
Oh, fuck. Where'd she go? Where is she?
I'm going to get her again.
So then, yeah, you get that low to the ground shot, and then the trees are falling off at that point, right? They're like, so there's this power, this entity.
They're like, we fucked, we're cool.
Yeah, they're just falling out, and they're falling by the wayside. I don't have the strength for this shit. And so, yeah, last
And
minute.
this is how trees die.
Yeah, straight up.
Nature, bitch.
Mhm.
Little Lorax.
And then is it Ash? Does Ash open the door?
Yeah, so she's trying to open it, and she's just being a clumsy ass bitch, taking a year to open it. Ash opens it, and she's just like, oh, the trees! The trees are awful rapey tonight.
All of a sudden, she's Wendy from
Yeah.
the 70s.
Exactly. Do you want a sandwich, then? And then she's just like, dude, the trees kind of fucked me. So, Ash, can you take me home? And he was just like, fuck, like, fine, I guess. Even though I was about to fucking
Get it.
get down with my
Get
chick.
it. Uh-huh.
But fine, I'll take you home. And that's when you see that the bridge is like,
Got washed
it's
out.
not broken. It's like caved in, like rolled inwards. It doesn't make sense. It's just like it looks like a hand closing a fist or something.
Right, crushed it up.
And then so there's just basically no way out, and she's just like, "Fuck, they're not gonna let us leave and
Mhm.
shit."
Mm-hmm.
And so, it all starts going down here. And then they're like, you know what, baby, it'd be cool. Let's play some card games. And they're playing that like stupid card guessing game like that. Like, see if you can guess the card. And then all of a sudden, you hear somebody in the background guessing every card, and it's fucking Cheryl because she's been possessed.
Oh,
But
fuck.
she got that tree seed in her,
Yeah.
and like I don't know, it manifested.
You're all gonna die down.
Yeah, basically you get that fucking scene.
That's a good scene. I really like that scene.
It's good.
It's pretty scary.
It's good, and she also that's where she stabs Ash's girlfriend with a fucking pencil right in the
Ooh.
ankle, right in the heel.
Right in the Achilles.
Yeah, that's lead poisoning for
Dude,
sure.
that
in the 80s for sure. Yeah.
No, your Achilles, that fucks you for the rest of your life.
done.
Like, you're not the
done.
same.
Mm-mm.
There you have it. Achilles himself
Yeah,
couldn't recover from.
Yeah.
Nope.
something
Yeah,
like
you've
that.
all heard the arrow and all that. He died.
Brad Pitt. We saw it with Brad Pitt.
Pitt himself.
You wake up with Brad Pitt. All right. Hit me in the Achilles right now, baby.
Yeah, so he stabs, and then that like she pushes Ash, and that's when you get your first bookshelf attack.
Oh
on
yeah.
Ash.
Oh my god.
Like the lightest bookshelves ever made.
One of the descriptions of the movie I was reading, they literally point out the bookshelf, and I think they were making a joke of it.
No,
Like,
they weren't.
yeah, because they
Really?
were like describing a scene, and they're like, Ash falls under a bookshelf, and I was like, dude, they're just doing that,
Dude,
Like,
for
that's-
sure.
Yeah, like
they're not heavy bookshelves.
Yeah.
Fuck no. There wasn't even like anything on them.
Gets thrown on it, the bookshelf
no
puts
back.
him in a fucking
I know.
arm bar.
There's no reinforcement.
It's like 3 fucking 2x4s is what it is.
Not even 2x4 would be more believable. These things are some fucking compressed,
Just
recycled
slabs, couple
wood.
slabs.
Some
The simplest
bullshit.
thing you could call a bookshelf.
And he just can't get out from under.
heavy.
Fuck.
He's just like, ah, this bookshelf's got me.
And dude, okay, yeah, watch those scenes and look at what the fuck is going on. He's in full
He's
arm bar.
basically-
He can't move.
He's basically holding that shelf down on top of him. Like, I gotta hold it real
It's-
close.
it's
And then Cheryl's about to go stab him with the pencil, with the
Yeah.
fucking ankle pencil.
Yeah,
But then fucking Scott comes in, knocks her into the attic.
the cellar.
The cellar. You're right. Attics are on top.
Top.
Cellar door, baby.
Ooh, cellar door.
Yeah.
The most
And
beautiful
then-
phrase in the English language.
Donnie
It's a
Darko.
band as well.
And then where are we at? So they go into the attic, and then you get those demon POVs because you see her
Yes.
looking from under the attic.
Yeah,
Because they're all just chilling there. They have a demon. Imagine you got a demon.
I love that. They're just like, that's normal.
It's right there.
Those chains will keep it
How
down.
about you put some of those fucking super strong bookshelves on top of it so she
Yeah.
doesn't fucking peek out and look at you with those demon
They can talk
eyes.
to it and shit.
Yeah, man.
And so-
Even Scott's bitch is just like, dude, like look at her fucking eyes. They're like red. She also looks like really fucking exorcist
yeah,
in that
super
fucking scene.
possessed. Yeah.
And it's just like, nah, dude, like it's cool. We're just gonna
should we talk to it and ask it what it needs? Like, nah, it's cool.
just leave it be.
I think
feel
the
like
marshmallows are about
I feel
to
like
be done.
it's gonna be okay.
Mhm.
And then so Shelly, who's Scott's girlfriend, she's like, okay, I'm gonna try to go to fucking sleep with a demon in the living room.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she gets into her bedroom, that fucking like scary wind attacks. That Shyamalan wind, really. It, like Shyamalan stole it in The Happening from this movie. It's that Evil Dead with anyway. So it comes in and it gets Shelly, and then fucking Scott's like, huh? And then he goes in, then there's another super tense scene of him like going in there, the window's broken, he looks
Yeah.
behind the curtain, she
Goes
ain't
into
there.
the restroom.
Goes into the bathroom, no, turns around, fucking gets him by the neck, scratches his face, it's
Oh,
like her
yeah,
nails are like
yeah.
coming off too.
Yes.
Nice little scene there.
Good gore. Good
That was a
family
great
fun.
scene.
Good
Nice
family
little
fun.
scene. They come out, they have a scuffle, and then like just another bookshelf falls on Ash.
Back to back.
Ash is just like, fuck these bookshelves. They weren't fucking reinforced to the wall. These are very fucking flimsy bookshelves.
Weak ass bookshelves, man.
And then Scott's fighting Shelly, and he like stabs her in the back, and no, she like starts cutting her wrist, and then she's just like, "What do you think this like phases me?" And then she fucking bites her own wrist off. She's like, "I don't give a fuck if you're trying to cut me. I'm gonna rip my own."
It wasn't a clean cut. Took her a couple bites, but
it was like a little gnaw, some gnawing.
It was like, damn, that's some strong latex.
It was like a pit bull, like. And let's see where we're at now. So then that's when Scott's just like, fuck this. He grabs the axe. And at the same time, like, fucking Ash is
not doing anything.
He's standing back there like a bitch.
Yeah.
He's just he was holding the axe, and fucking Scott's just like, "Hey, bro, like, how about you axe this bitch?" Yeah. She just bit her arm off.
Give me that shit.
And Ashley, this is when you call him Ashley. He's not worthy of being called Ash right now. Ashley is just in the back, like, and then fucking Scott's like, "Give me the axe." And he starts chopping his own girlfriend into little pieces. And he's just like, "We need to bury this bitch." And even the pieces don't stop moving. He's like, "Let's bury them so that they don't find them when we go back to civilization, because we did just commit murder.
Mm-hmm.
I did just chop up my girlfriend."
Fucking, I'm totally blanking all the fucking goddamn.
You okay?
Anyway,
Oz?
no, I'm not. Falling apart.
Anyway, so then after that, Scott's just like, "Ash, let's get the fuck out of here, homie."
I can't leave my girl like
and he's
this.
just like, "Dude, my bitch got pencil stabbed. She can't go anywhere.
She can't walk, dude.
And then he's just like, "Dude, fuck your bitch. I don't give a fuck about her. Leave her.
Yeah.
We'll come back for her." And he's just like, "Dude, I can't leave my bitch. I just gave her this like necklace."
Yeah.
Like, that's
It's a
she's the
pearl
one, dude. I gave her
necklace.
like this magnifying glass necklace.
From my grandma.
And he's just like, "Well, fuck both yous.
Mhm.
I'm out."
So you clearly misunderstood that story.
And then Ash goes to check on his girlfriend. He looks at her foot, which gets like, the foot gets possessed, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, which is a pretty good scene too. Yeah, he lifts the blanket and you see the spread of this demon just start from the wound, and it just immediately spreads. And you know what? I liked her character as a possessed person too.
creepy
Super.
child thing that's like giggling all the fucking time.
sitting fucking Indian style on the ground.
Crisscross applesauce, baby. It's 2020.
You're
Don't
right.
say Indians.
You're right, my bad. Sorry.
Crisscross applesauce. So she's just like sitting there like giggling and
Cross applesauce.
and Ash is just like, "Fuck, like, I'm out of here." And he starts to go outside. And at that point, Scott jump scares him. And he's all fucked up.
Super fucked up.
He's fucked up, and he's just like, "Ash, like, the trees, they're not gonna let us leave.
They wanted
Ash."
to rape me, man.
Yeah, but dude, they got me, man.
They like dudes too.
Thank goodness he comes fast. I was able to run back here. Fuck. And then, so he's got him on the couch, and he's just like, "Ash, like, I don't want to die." And then Ash proceeds to just shake the fuck out of him, like, "Is there a way out of here?" And he's just like, "Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure I have like a lot of broken bones.
I can't move.
So many cuts, and you're really being rough with me right now,
I'm
man."
feeling woozy.
Exactly.
Then that dude from 300 that showed the Africans how to fucking find the backcountry. That's what he's like, "Dude, we need that little trail, bro. We need that trail that nobody
Yeah.
knows about."
You're right.
And then while this is
There's
all
no trail though.
while this is all happening, that bitch is just like laughing. So then Ashley, he's just like, "Fuck this," and he just goes,
Shut up.
He just goes and starts fucking
Slapping
slapping
her. So you
her.
know it's the 80s. It's just fucking
Yeah, that's-
backhanding a female.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's how you deal with things back then. And then he was just like, "You know what? I'm gonna grab this shotgun that we found, and I'm just gonna fucking shoot you in the head.
Fuck yeah.
But then all of a sudden, she turns back into her
Ash.
pretty self, like in a little tasteful, like little nightgown
Yeah,
that
she
she's
looks
wearing.
good. She looks good.
Very
Yeah.
tasteful. And he's just
Alright.
like, oh, baby!
Oh, babe. I
He's
mean, I
just
slapped
holding
you.
I knew
it.
you would come back.
Yeah. I just knew if I hit you, you'd start acting right.
Yeah, a little domestic violence solves all the fucking problems.
I'm going to hit you more often.
You just need a little beating, girl. I got you.
That's all that was. Just a backhand or two. And then also Cheryl starts saying from the bottom, like, Ash, like, I'm okay, let me out. And then
Yeah.
Ash is just like the dumbest fucking character in fucking horror movies. He's just like, should I go let this bitch out? My bitch went back to normal. Probably
Yeah.
Cheryl did
She's
too, with her
super
beautiful
normal.
Junos. Like, you know, let me go
Let
check on
her
her.
out.
And then she fucking sticks her hand and starts fucking choking him. Fucking Linda goes back to her demon fucking self.
Mhm.
And then he's just like, man. And then Ash starts to try to give Scott water, which I'm pretty sure drowns him.
Yeah, pretty sure.
That did not help. That did not help
He
at
was
all.
not
He
drinking.
killed him. He killed him.
So he drowned Scott. And then Linda's just like, you killed Scott. So now I'm going to fight you.
Mm-hmm.
He gets, because also when they found the Book of the Dead, they found like this long ass fucking dagger. So he stabs her in the back with it. He thinks that she kills her. And then he remembers that he has to fucking dismember her.
Yep.
So I actually got super excited in this scene because it's really badass. He takes her out to like the shed
Yeah.
and chains her down. And that whole scene's really cool. And you're seeing like all the chains
All the prep.
like locking her in. I'm
Yeah.
just
Close
like,
up.
I'm just like, oh, this is awesome. This is gonna be great. But then he fucking pushes out.
Yeah, man. He's
So
a
the
softie.
movie was made so cheap that it was a real chainsaw that he basically puts up to her fucking
Fantastic. Fantastic.
And I didn't go back and watch it when I was reading the trivia, but it says that if you watch that scene, you can see her heartbeat in her neck really fast because there's a chainsaw really fucking close to
Let her
her.
skin her
Yeah.
ass raw,
Fuck yeah.
man.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but he pussies out, and he's just like, I'm just gonna bury her like completely membered.
The devil won't know.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna dismember
I'm gonna
her.
fool the devil with this one.
Yeah.
The devil knows if you chop somebody up or not.
Oh, shit.
Oh, are you
That
turning?
Rhoda.
Oh man,
You
That-
fucking
that
turning,
Rhoda?
dude? Dude,
that-
you have a chainsaw? So
You
you
got
chop this
that
throat.
Rhoda?
that demon cough. And then so she jumps out of her fucking grave, and then he grabs a fucking shovel and just
Yep.
slices her fucking
Clean
head off.
cut too.
Off of their head.
One clean fucking swipe.
It's a sharp ass shovel.
That's a
And
good
then he
shovel.
goes back into the house. Cellar's open. Fucking Cheryl's out.
Uh-oh.
So then he starts fucking hunting her down with the shotgun. He remembers the shotgun shells are down in the basement.
Gotta get
He
down
needs
there.
to go down to the creepy basement now.
Mhm.
Ash is taking all this shit like really cool. Like if I was at this point of the movie, I'm pretty sure I would have blown my brains out. Like there's no way out of this. The fucking bridge is gone. The trees are rapey. All your friends are demons. You ain't getting out of this one, buddy. Blow your brains out. But no, he persists. And then there's that cool scene where he sees the mirror
Yeah.
and he goes to touch it and it's like the hand goes through it. And
Well, I
he's-
think was it before that when it starts kind of like raining blood? Blood's coming through everything.
he goes down to the basement. He goes down to the basement to get the shells and there's a pipe
Oh,
that's
what
wrapped
it is.
around, that's wrapped and it's leaking blood.
Mm.
And then when he gets the shotgun shells, it like bursts open and he just gets like doused in blood.
Yep.
Completely. And then so when he's being distracted by the water mirror, then Scott finally, after Ash drowned him, he
Yeah.
comes back with a demon revenge, and he fucking tries to fucking attack him, but Ash puts his fucking thumbs through his fucking eyeballs,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
always a great
That's
way
a
to
good one.
kill somebody in a
There's
good
only
movie.
been a
move.
couple movies I've been
It's a
able to
good
pull that
move.
off pretty good. It's
Um,
that one,
28
28
weeks,
days and weeks.
and weeks, both of
Yeah,
them.
those are good.
Yeah.
They used it. It was so good they used it twice.
The second time looked way worse too.
For sure, for
'Cause
sure.
you really see those
Yeah,
thumbs go
yeah,
all
yeah.
the way in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Nice fucking eye gouges in this film. And then after that, so he also stabs Scott. There's like a like unreasonable amounts of blood coming out of his fucking
Yeah.
abdomen.
It's like a fucking science project.
And then Ash sees the Book of the Dead, goes to the fireplace, and he's just like, "Oh fuck! Like let me burn this shit."
Yeah, because it starts burning up in the corner, and then you see everyone who's possessed kind of start smoking up a little bit.
Just
Is it-
like, let me burn this. But then Scott grabs him by the fucking feet and starts dragging him back. And Cheryl is about to fucking kill him with a fucking fire poker. About to poke his
yeah.
ass.
Dangerous ass weapon.
And then
Yeah.
he's using the little magnifying glass necklace,
Super symbolic, staying true to his
to
love.
fucking try to reach the book. He
Yeah.
does.
Love conquers all, is
That's
what
right.
that means.
That's fucking right, buddy. So then he fucking gets the book, throws it into the fire, and then that's where you get your fucking badass claymation.
Yeah, that's
stop
where
motion scene.
your budget goes.
All these demons turn celebrity deathmatch. Yeah, just
Hell yeah.
and then just start fucking decomposing. Gets pretty gross.
Yep.
All the bones start. Oh well, fucking hands come out of them at one point too. Like demon hands come out of all their bodies.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then Ash gets super bloody because fucking all the blood from these motherfuckers is just spilling on him. And then that's it. He fucking kills them all, and he's just like, I fucking did it.
Kill them all.
He
And
goes
raining
out.
blood. Damn, it's like Slayer fucking Thon right here, dude.
Oh, yeah. And then he just goes out, and he's just like, fuck.
The sun is
The sun
rising.
is up. He's good. He's like, I fucking made it.
It's like
And then-
everybody knows once the sun rises, I'm safe.
Yeah, that's true. That's
That
true.
kind of comes into play with the sequel too. When they get stuck there, a new group of people get stuck in the cabin. He's just like, dude, we can't go anywhere till the sun comes up.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
don't even try to go out into the woods.
Absolutely.
If you try to go out into the woods, you're gonna die.
You're
You're
gonna
gonna
get
get raped first.
You're gonna get raped.
I'm gonna just say that you die, but
Yeah.
you're also gonna get raped.
Well, that's Evil Dead.
and then so you think he made it, and then you see the fucking Shyamalan wind just.
You're
come
crediting Shyamalan for all of this shit
No,
too.
no. That Shyamalan wind comes from the back, goes through all that house, and then just goes into Ash. He's like, ah! And then you get some really nice, like, fucking old school music, which is a great way to end a fucking horror movie when it's just, like, all like, horribleness, and then you get, like, a really pleasant song that,
You get
that
hope.
plays, like, during the credits.
1, 2.
No, not that one. But yeah. What was some of the other
3, 4.
the other I think that's it. Yeah, basically. When I was listening to the commentary too, at the end he was just like saying like, I know that there's like somebody out there telling people like, okay, you bought this on VHS and then you bought it on DVD because they recorded this for the Blu-ray release, and they're like, and now you're buying it on Blu-ray. He's like, how many times are you gonna buy this movie?
True.
And then here I am buying it on fucking 4K and stuff, and we're like, dude, there's people that have probably bought this movie like 5, 6 fucking times,
Right.
which is something I can relate to because I've bought movies multiple fucking times. I just have 3 copies of the same movie in my fucking collection of some of them, and it's just really funny hearing the fucking makers of this movie make fun of you for fucking being such a nerd and buying the movie
Right.
so many
I
fucking
mean,
times.
again, I'm sure they dealt with a whole lot of fucking ridicule and everything, so that's their way to cope with the nonsense that they had to deal with. Because I'm sure, yeah, like you were saying, if his own fucking professor was like, "Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, like
What are you
was
thinking, you fucking moron? You came where? What university? Get the fuck out of here,
But at
idiot!"
the same time, this movie became like super successful as like a VHS rental. That's like where it got its like fucking like history or its lore. Everybody just wanted to watch this movie. Then the commentary, they talked about how the year that this came out in VHS, it was #1. And The Shining was on that list. And guess what number the fucking Shining was compared to Evil Dead?
7.
Yes. Did you already know that?
No.
It was 7.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
It was. And
237.
oh, shit. Yeah, so they were talking about how they were just like, dude, our fucking movie, like, even beat Stanley Kubrick at the fucking game at the fucking time. You know, people were like, it just became known as like this grotesque fucking like really messed up movie that like just people wanted to fucking watch.
Yeah.
And in those countries where it was illegal, it was like super popular in the black. You have to go to the black market, man.
Yeah.
You have to go to the black market to get a copy of this movie.
You were doing some illegal shit just to watch it.
Yeah.
I call it the urban market, but it's cool. You call it what you want.
Oh my god.
The African American market.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that wraps up our first episode in our Halloween extravaganza spooktacular.
It's a good start, man.
It's not
Evil
a bad
Dead.
one.
Evil Dead is a great fucking beginning to this month. Ooh.
And you know what? Some people for sure haven't seen this movie.
A lot of people, I'm sure.
You know?
And I don't think a lot of people, like, I'd be very interested how, like, maybe, like, a fucking 20-year-old would respond to this movie and be like, this is it, would they find this good?
I don't know. Probably not. Who knows? Who
Well,
the
tell us, if
fuck
you're 20
knows?
years old and you're listening to this, what do you think of
Exactly.
Evil Dead?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At T.
No, let's not.
Find us on Instagram.
Yeah, just Google us. You'll
Yeah.
find the way.
Like
Yeah,
from
so-
Bono Movie Power Hour.
So we got some more movies coming at you soon. I know Bono wants to get into that event Horizon.
For sure. I can't wait for that. one.
Ozzy today talked about Nightmare on Elm Street, so I think that would also be a great.
He was also
movie.
talking about Santa Sangre or
Santa
some
Sangre.
shit.
I'm Joe Lorowski. Let's talk about real pictures.
Oh damn!
Let's talk
He's
about your
fucking
favorite
pumped.
director's favorite
He's
director,
fucking
baby.
ready. He's ready.
Let's do it. Yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up, so tune in. We got like a little video clips that we're gonna do. We're putting little art things together. We're gonna go all out for Halloween.
It's coming.
Man.
It's coming.
Hopefully we make a couple of these little spooky videos. We're gonna put them out on Instagram. Yeah, so just show us some love and thank you for listening and all that jazz.
Yep.
Smoke jazz cigarettes too.
Later.